everyone present over here. Myself Nikhil BH. Today we are going to learn about air. So we are going to learn about layers of the atmosphere, composition of air, properties of air, importance of air, and about air pollution. So air, what is air? Air is nothing but just a mixture of oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and so on. So human beings breathe in oxygen, plants take in carbon dioxide, and so on. When we were going to talk about all of these later at the topic of importance of air. So let's first talk about atmosphere. The earth is covered by a blanket of air known as the atmosphere. Let me show you. Just imagine that this is earth. So the blanket of air that covers it is known as atmosphere. So the atmosphere basically has 5 layers. So each layer plays a key role. So we are going to learn about the layers of the atmosphere. They are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere. The thermosphere is also known as ionosphere, and the fifth one is exosphere. So let's learn about the layers of atmosphere. So let's first talk about troposphere. The troposphere, if you start from bottom to top, the troposphere is the first layer, and it ranges from about 7 to 17 kilometer from the Earth's surface. Yeah, weather changes happen in this layer of the atmosphere. So for example, if it's sunny, rainy, cloudy, all weather happens in this layer of atmosphere. So then let's learn about the next layer, which is stratosphere. So above the layer of troposphere lies is the stratosphere. So stratosphere's outer layer is what we call ozone layer. So ozone layer plays a key role in our life. Yeah, it acts like a filter or a guard, and what it filters is the harmful UV rays. Yeah, just imagine this is the ozone layer, and harmful rays of the sun are coming up, so it will stop the harmful UV or ultraviolet rays of the sun, and the other rays can go. Yeah, that doesn't harm. So if the ultraviolet rays affects us, we may cause diseases like sunburn, skin damage, and so on. So stratosphere is very important because it contains ozone layer. If you have traveled in airplanes, and that airplanes and jet planes travel in the layer of stratosphere. Above this layer is the mesosphere. Mesosphere name is mesosphere because it lies in the middle of the atmosphere. Because meso means middle. So meteor showers happen in this layer of atmosphere. For example, this is mesosphere. Meteors are coming from it. Yeah, they will hit. So they are coming in this in the Earth's surface. So if they come here, they will break into tiny pieces. Yeah. So this is how mesosphere helps us. If the mesosphere would not be there, then the meteors will come in the Earth and will kill thousands of people. Yeah, and that's a different story, which will I explain you later. So above mesosphere is the thermosphere. So this thermosphere is extremely hot due to the sunset because it's at the top, right? Yeah, that's why. So it reflects radio waves. So it reflects radio waves so that we can hear radio waves and live programs from any part of the world. Yeah? If you are watching a live cricket, then it's a thermosphere which helps us in doing all that. If you are hearing radio 93.5, yeah, that's because of the thermosphere. And this layer is also known as the ionosphere. So the next layer of the atmosphere is the exosphere. Exosphere fades into the outer space. Man-made satellites that all just travel in this layer of atmosphere. So we have completed the layers of atmosphere. Now we are going to learn about the composition of air. Air has molecules of different gases including nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, methane, helium, and so on. So let me just draw a diagram. Yeah, if this is a thing of it is a circle of 100%. Yeah, then about this much, about 78% nitrogen will cover, and then the 21% that is of 21% is of oxygen, and it's slightly larger. And here is carbon dioxide, just a very little amount. It's of 0.03% carbon dioxide, and the last one is of other gases, which covers 0.97%. 0.97%, not 97%. Yeah, so nitrogen covers 78%, oxygen covers 21%, and carbon dioxide covers 0.03%, and other gases, which we'll talk about later, is 0.97%. Let's talk about each of these gases. Nitrogen. Nitrogen covers a huge percent of our atmosphere. So, though the gas is present in the air, plants take it from the organic matter present in the soil. That's what about nitrogen. And it also helps us in putting out fire. Now let's talk about oxygen. Oxygen is the part of the air which we breathe. It's a very important component of our environment in the list, which helps us to sustain. So human beings breathe in oxygen, and oxygen also helps us in the process of burning. So what if air had only oxygen? Yeah, if air had only oxygen, then any inflammable thing would immediately catch fire. So that's another story. But so now let's move on to a next topic, which is carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is also important, but that may harm us. So we will talk about later which causes air pollution. Carbon dioxide causes air pollution. It harms us, but it's somehow good to plants, because plants take in carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis. I will make another video on plants. You may watch it. But for now, let's talk about carbon dioxide. So plants take in carbon dioxide, and it also acts like a good agent to put out fire. And used to put out fire, it creates a non-oxygen environment. Creates a non-oxygen environment where provide of oxygen. So if oxygen is not there, then the fire would immediately stop, right? Because oxygen is required in the process of burning. So now let's talk about other gases. So water vapor helps in the formation of clouds, rain, dew, and so on. Other gases like methane, helium, hydrogen, and these are other traces of water, which form a total of 0.97%. 0.97% of the total 100%. Yeah, it's 0.97%, not 97%. Yeah, so that should just form 1%. So now let's go to our next topic, which is properties of air. So let's talk about properties of air. So air mainly has 4 properties, which is air occupies space, air has weight, air exerts pressure, and air can be compressed. So let's first talk about air has weight. So now let's talk about first air occupies space. If you have ever blown a balloon, you must have felt when you blow air in it, the balloon takes a shape. That's because air occupies space. Another example is while you fill tires of vehicles, you must have observed that the tire also takes shapes. Yeah, that because air is in it. So that means that air occupies space. Now let's talk about the second property, which is air has weight. So to do this, you may have to do an experiment. I have to take a stick and tie two balloons. One you have to blow, and in the other balloon you have to just leave it. Yeah, as it is. And now you have to pick it up in the middle. At the center, you tie a rope and hang it. So after that, you must have observed that it's tight. After a few times, it will slightly bend to this side because it has weight. That means that air has weight. This experiment proves that air has weight. That's because this is empty and this doesn't have air. That means it has no weight. And on the other hand, we have a balloon which has air filled in it, that has a weight, that has a certain weight. So that's why it's bended. It's bended. Yeah, that's why. So this proves that air has weight. So next property is air exerts pressure. So this works on the previous property, which is air has weight. Anything that has weight will also exert pressure. This property helped us in doing our household work, like, so for example, vacuum cleaner. Vacuum cleaner works with the help of low air pressure. Yeah, that's why it works. So let's move on to the last property of air, which is air can be compressed. So this property helps to fill balloons, tires of vehicles, and so on. To compress means that we can press it. For example, if you take a balloon and press it, you might have observed that it can be compressed. That's why air can be compressed. It's a property of matter. If you have watched my video matter, you might have figured out about the last property of air. Air can be compressed, right? So now let's move ahead to our next topic, which is importance of air. So importance of air. Apart from the main use of air, which is breathing, apart from that use, there are many uses of air. So the first one is moving wind is known as wind. So wind helps sailboats and other boats to move in the water. Sailboats to move in the water. Another one is that if you have watched a windmill, you must have observed that it moves with the help of the wind. So that because of the wind, it moves in a certain direction that will produce electricity, which is a renewable source of energy. So this is one use of air. Another use of air is if you have musical instrument like flute, basuriya, that works with the help of air. Another use, oxygen helps us in the process of burning. Another use is that it helps us to fill tires of vehicles. So there are many uses of air. So now let's move on to our next topic, which is air pollution. So air has a variety of uses. But what humans do, they just pollute the atmosphere, right? Pollute the atmosphere, pollute the air, pollute the water. But for now, let's learn about air pollution. So, air pollution is when the air gets polluted. Yeah, due to it, we may get harmed, because if we breathe in that polluted way, air, we may get respiratory problems. So I'm going to speak some causes and prevention measures. So vehicles that let out harmful gases such as carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, nitrous oxide, and these all exert pressure that may cause air pollution. To prevent this, we may use zero emission vehicles. Vehicles that doesn't let out smoke. And another one is, in order to just get rid of the garbage, people tend to burn it immediately. Yeah, that is another cause. So it has only one prevent measures. We don't need to burn this garbage. We have to just put it in empty lands, but that should cause land pollution. So we have to we put a way which I will explain you later. And so the third one is a preventive method. Use solar energy to prevent this all. So air is very important for our life, and we don't need to pollute it. So thank you for watching my video of air. Thank you.